Welcome friends to our kitchen. Today we're going to be using some new items recently received from Christmas for our dinner. First, a brand new tart pan from Williams-Sonoma. And we just looked up, quick Googled a recipe, and we decided that we are going to make a graham cracker crust apple tart today. So to start, we have apples, which we are peeling and coring, and then slicing into some lovely, very identical pieces, and that's going to be used as our filling. And while Tim works on that, I am going to start working on our crust. Okay, now we're moving on to our filling. Tim is going to get the lemon juiced. We have a special juicer here, and you can actually see the juice going in. Excellent job. Very good. Nice.
Is that good?
Good.
Okay.
Right, now that he's really juiced that lemon, you can see that's a great amount of juice he's got in there. He's going to pour that over the apples.
Oh yeah, here's the apples.
Thank you. And then he's going to add,
I'll add the cinnamon, brown sugar, and some vanilla. And then I'm going to toss these with, just to keep them mixed up for our filling.
excellent.
There we go. So you're ready for the next step.
And next for the crust for our tart, we will start with 1 1/3 cups of flour. We also will be adding a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We will add a little bit of cinnamon and some kosher salt. We'll have all of these recipes posted on the link at the end if you'd like to make it yourself. And we will mix that, I will mix that up. By the way, the vanilla that we use is from Mexico, our favorite, and it reminds us of the sunny days when we're out there enjoying the beach. But here we are enjoying a hopefully awesome apple tart. Once we get this mixture together, I'm going to add some nicely melted 10 tablespoons of butter to my flour mixture. And stir that till it becomes a nice dough mixture. As you can see there, it's kind of forming dry and wet together. Make sure you get all of our flour. And now we will put that into our tart pan. So that will be the next step. All right, it smells delicious. Now we get to try out our new tart pan by putting this in. And what I have read is you're supposed to really pack it in so that when you bake it, hopefully it will come out of the tart pan, which is what's cool about using a tart pan as opposed to just a regular pie crust pan, is that at the end, you are supposed to be able to just take it out and have it be freestanding. So press that all in, and then we will add in the awesome apple tart filling that Tim made. So you can see this is just filling this all in with this awesome butter and brown sugar and flour ingredient. Next it says to nicely put the apples into the tart pan. So I do think I'm gonna try to be somewhat artistic with it. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but the pictures I looked at looked quite beautiful. So I will try to arrange this and hopefully it will turn out beautifully. I'm sure it will because it smells wonderful.
So now we have carefully arranged the apples on the tart, which as you can see, it's very artistic, and we hope that it tastes as good as this looks. And our next step is to sprinkle 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar over these apples. So I've pre-measured, and I will be trying to distribute this as evenly as I can. It's not very even. It's okay. So I'll put this on. And for most people, 1 tablespoon would take less than 10 seconds. And this is why I would not make it on a baking show. And then the next step is to put this butter, which we have finely chopped up, and we're supposed to just kind of dot this over the top, which just is gonna add that extra flavor to our tart. And I think just put a few more over here. And that's a good start to our final step of placing this in the oven, which I'm gonna hand off to Stephanie to do that.
How long will we be baking it for?
We will bake this for an hour or until the apples look crisp.
Okay, thank you. At 350. Next up is our pork chop dinner. So we are going to start by using a little bit of Crisco in a pan over medium heat. And for our pork chops, we just salt and pepper both sides. These were kind of thick, so we did cut them in half. And we're going to just brown them on each side. Make sure there's plenty of oil in there so they don't stick to the pan. And you can fill up as many as you can. And once this is done, we will be transferring them to a pan. And again, we are using a brand new, newly washed dish, just purchased, received actually at Christmas. And into this pan, we are going to put 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, and also some Worcestershire sauce, and water and salt and pepper. So we'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, final step on the pork chops. I have my cream of mushroom soup in my pan. I'm going to add a half a cup of water, 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to mix that up, and now I'm going to add in my ground pork chops that I have over here. Grab those. So here's my pork chops. I have them all here. I'm going to put them into the pan, get them covered with my sauce, and then I'm going to cover the pork chops with some aluminum foil and put them in the oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour. So to finish off our pork chop meal, you see the pork chops there finished off. We added some egg noodles, also some green peas, and a nice Caesar salad. Next up, dessert.
Welcome back. We are enjoying the finely baked apple tart, and as you can see, it's paired with vanilla bean ice cream after a delicious pork chop meal. And I would call the tart very savory with a cinnamon flavor with a bit of crisp sour apple, which really is top notch.
Cheers.
I really like what you did with the, that was very nice.
Well, it came out very nice out of the pan, didn't it? Cut